Hello, Shadow Priest. So the pre-patch is here now, and I'm sure a lot of you out there have the question, what is the best spec right now? So I've been testing a number of abilities and specs, and the one I found the most success with is this one right here. So we'll start off, we'll go over the priest talents real quick. So of course, we need to take Dispel Magic. We need Shadow Fiend. Those are two baseline abilities that a Shadow Priest needs. Psychic Voice. So if you guys have been playing Classic WoW, you can Greater Fade out of snares. Just like in Classic WoW, you can now do that in retail with this talent. Shadow Word, this is a really good talent. You definitely want Death and Madness. Of course, you gotta take the Mind Control. Empathy, we actually have a snare now. Not really a snare, but you know, a movement speed debuff. We actually do have a snare right here, Void Tendrils. So pretty much, we have a huge toolkit now. I'm very surprised Blizzard went with this direction with Shadow Priest. They took away Greater Fade, which sucks. It's taken me some getting used to playing without that defensive talent. And they took away Megalomania, which I love the playstyle of Megalomania. So that's out of the game now. So I made a similar spec like Megalomania in last patch, but I'll go over that in a minute. So this is probably the best one from this talent right here. From Darkness Comes Light. I feel like this is more beneficial than having 10% damage reduction on Flash Shield. I tested them both out, and this one's a bit weird because you Flash Shield yourself at full health pretty much to get the 10% buff. It just feels weird doing that, you know what I mean? So I don't really play that. Improved Flash Shield, gotta have it. Leap of Faith, another one of your useful tools. Massive Spell and Improved Massive Spell. I mean, that's a given. You really want that as a Shadow Priest for Arena and Battlegrounds. I was playing Angelic Feather, but I noticed I didn't really need them that much. If you take Body and Soul, you can pretty much Power Word Shield every 6 seconds. So you get a boost every 6 seconds when you shield yourself. So I don't think having Angelic Feather and Body and Soul is worth it. It's just a bit overkill, which I have to say I do like this talent. It's really nice having a speed boost as a Shadow Priest. I think Blizzard definitely went in a direction where they want Shadow Priest to kite more and be more mobile, and it definitely shows. So Twist of Fate, I just spec'd into this so I can get this talent right here. I was playing with Divine Star a bit. It doesn't seem too good. I feel like this one's more beneficial. It's a big heal for your teammates around you, and it hits pretty hard. It gets stealthies out. I don't know. Halo's been doing fine for me. And of course, Throws of Pain, more dot damage, Shadow Word Pain. Increases your healing by, in Vampiric Embrace and Leon, 25% more healing. Of course, spec into Vampiric Embrace. And then we spec into Mind Games. So this is a very powerful tool to have. Mind Games is an offensive defensive. So it heals you up and it hits pretty hard. Mostly every single Shadow Priest has been running Mind Games that I've run into. So you eventually end your talent tree on the Priest talents in Mind Games. So this spec right here has been working out really well for me. Excuse me, it's 5 in the morning, so I'm a little tired. Alright, so let's go into the Shadow Priest talents now. Of course, we want to take Devouring Plague. You have to spec into this tree. Apparition, Silence, and Dispersion. I was playing with this talent, Mental Fortitude, and I feel like Intangibility is better. Reduces your cooldown dispersion by 30 seconds, increases the healing by 25 for a total of 50%. So, just like in the old patch, Dispersion heals you up pretty well. I like to take the Stun. I like to have my Stun, and my Silence, and my Fear. So, 3 powerful CCs that Shadow Priests have. I didn't go with the Reduced Silence, because, I don't know, why would you? You already have your baseline Silence, right? So you got your Stun, your Silence, you have your Root, where's that at? Right there. And then you have your Fear, and I did take Shadow Crash. I wasn't playing with it at first because I didn't read the talent. I thought it was the same Shadow Crash from last patch, but then I read it. It applies Vampiric Touch to every target it hits. So if you're running Misery, it'll put Shadow Word Pain up also. So this is insane. Shadow Crash is just nutty in Battlegrounds. It's pretty good in Arena. So I started running this. Obviously you want to get the macro, so it's instant. I'll put that in the link below. Mind Melt, this is pretty good. It's just, you know, DPS procs. I run pretty much a hard-hitting dot spec. I like to go into Idol of N'Zoth. This is what I've been running. So pretty much you get Echoing Void, which is another dot pretty much, and it builds up and builds up and builds up. This has been doing me well. Malediction reduces the cooldown of Damnation by 30 seconds. So Damnation used to be 45 seconds last patch, now it's 30. Damnation, in combination with, where is it at? Unfurling Darkness, so you can do the multi-dot. So this is pretty much a hard-hitting dot spec. You see I take all the talents that have to do with dots, including Encroaching Shadows, 75% more damage on your direct damage from Devouring Plague, which is really insane, especially if it synergizes with Damnation and Misery and Shadow Crash. So, well, not really Shadow Crash, but you get what I'm saying. More dot synergy. So you get lots of procs of Mind Melt. In your downtime, when you're not casting dots, you want to do Mind Spike, and then you get your Mind Spike procs. And I was playing with these talents, but pretty much this one is the more reliable one, I feel like. And let's talk about PvP talents real quick to end this video off. I just want to make a quick video. This is not going to be a long, in-depth video. So I took the talent Dark Ascension. So it's on a minute cooldown. That's why I took it. Void Eruption's a 2-minute cooldown. Dark Ascension's a 1-minute cooldown. And then you take Void Volley, and you can pretty much summon Void Volleys every minute with this talent. That's pretty good. So you pop Dark Ascension, you use your direct damage abilities like Mind Games, Shadow Crash, Mind Blast, Mind Spike, and you can do really big damage windows. And then you take the talent, where is it at? Ancient Madness, you get 20% crit, so the crits start flying. You get Apathy, it slows your targets down when you get a Mind Blast crit. So that's why you definitely want to go Void Volley if you're going to be running Dark Ascension. And I do think Dark Ascension is better than Void Eruption just because it's on a minute cooldown. Catharsis, excuse me. This talent is pretty OP, I'm not going to lie. I definitely see this talent getting nerfed in the future, especially once people get more gear and we have bigger health pools. So like you're sitting in a Demon Hunter stun and the Demon Hunter's just going to town on you. You come out of the stun, you put Shadow Word Pain up on the Demon Hunter, you're hitting them for like 20-25k with this talent. It's really good instant cast burst damage. It's a pretty powerful PvP talent. I definitely will run this every time. And the last talent, Siphoned, another very powerful toolkit item. 50% MS along with all of your talents and toolkit. Shadow Priests are in a good spot right now this expansion, so it's definitely been a blast playing Shadow Priests. And keep in mind we are getting 10 more talent points to spend, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to go into yet. Definitely will take Void Shift in this tree once it's available too. And I probably take Insidious Ire once I'm able to spec into that also. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. This talent tree is just nutty. I've had the most luck and success with this talent tree right here, and if you guys want to give this tree a shot, let me know how it goes. Anyways, thanks for checking in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And just remember, let the void consume you. Alright, see you guys.